Everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am hopping on today for a 1-year update on my Angora goats. I realized I have not done a updated video, I don't think since last year when I got them or shortly after I got them. I am hoping that they're going to behave themselves while I am here. We'll see how far this goes. I'm going to talk a little bit out here, show you them, just talk a little bit about them, and then I'm going to take you inside and talk about some of their fiber and fleeces that I have and what I'm doing with those. Hopefully we won't get interrupted, but we shall see. Today is Monday, August 12th, and the reality that fall shearing is coming up fast kind of hit me the other day. This will be my third shearing with the goats. I usually, last year I did it in October. I'm planning on doing October again this year. We shall see. Weather always plays a role into that. And I'll try to link a couple of the videos from shearing. This spring I sheared and it got cold right after I sheared Peppermint Patty here. And she ended up not sick, but she wasn't feeling good for a couple days. So I had to put a t-shirt on her and just keep an eye on her for a couple days after shearing. And I think it was just because it got so cold. So it's been 1 year with them. What have I learned? Well, I've had goats before, so I already knew they were naughty. So I knew that going into this, that there were going to be some struggles and different things. This one back here is trying to give me love, and she is the sweetest thing. So Peppermint Patty is the naughty one. She's Scott's goat. She loves him, but she's real naughty. I've had one emergency vet visit this year, and it was because of her. If you remember, she ripped her horn off in February, and that was quite a learning experience for me. But she is no worse for the wear, and I will show you here in a second. I'll take you down and show you the goats. Her horn is actually growing back. The vet said it might. She wasn't sure with how far she ripped it off, but she's doing good, and she seems just fine with just a half a horn or 1.5 horns. So the babies that I got, the set of twins, I got Peppermint Patty and Hyacinth in July, and then the twins came in August or September. I can't exactly remember when. And it took them a while. The little one, Jelly Bean, is still a little bit skittish around us. Just within the last couple months, Licorice has decided that she likes us and will come up to us and let us pet her and all of that. I've been trying to get them used to the lead, the harness on them. And so I'm still working on that. But these two here with me that are nudging me to get pets, they have been loving and friendly since we got them. So I shear them myself. And that's what we're going to talk about when I go inside, is I'm going to show you some of the fleeces I have. I shear them myself, and tools make a huge difference when the right tool makes a huge difference when you're talking about any kind of animal, raising them and having them. So I did get a stanchion for Christmas, and I got an amazing pair of shears last year, even before I sheared them the first time in October. So that helps. The stanchion just made everything so much easier. So those are the two things that I would really recommend if you're going to be shearing your own goats. Mine's just a metal one. You can make them super easy too. Sometimes around here, it's easier time is a huge thing for us that we don't have a lot of. And so we sometimes purchase things. So Scott got me one for Christmas, just a metal one. Like I said, they're real easy to build too. And so that has been a huge help, especially with things like monthly hoof trimmings and things like that. It's super easy to do. And they always like their treats up on the stanchion, and they stand there just fine for us to trim their toenails. So those are some of the things that I would recommend you have. Hyacinth here before I got her, the gal I bought her from, Bonnie, had taken her to the Michigan State show. Not taken her, took her fleece, her kid fleece, her kid Mohair, and she won grand champion. So she's got some beautiful fleece, and I've been playing with it this weekend and trying a few things with it. So we're going to talk about that when I go inside. But I just wanted to show you the goats and how they look now 1 year in and what their fleeces look like. We are, like I said, we're about, I don't know, 2 months away from shearing right now. So I'll show you where we're at. And let me turn you around here. Hello. So this is Hyacinth. This is Peppermint Patty. Hyacinth is Peppermint Patty's mama. And they're very sweet. She's the naughty one. You can see her horn here. Isn't that amazing? So all of this right here is new growth. She was down to just a little stub and it's grown right out. This is Hyacinth. You can see the sheen in the sun right now. Let's see. My finger is down at the bottom here. So she's got probably 3 inches on her right now. And then there, you can kind of see the locks down this way. And then Patty, they're about the same color. Patty's just a touch darker. Let me get out of the way here with my shadow. Come here, Patty. She's got some, there's her locks. She's got some beautiful ones. Then my little guys, this is Jelly Bean. You can see, she's like, what are you doing, woman? You could see her beautiful. They have beautiful. And I have, what's the matter? I have 2 fleeces of each of the babies that are kid Mohair. And so, and I have 1 of Peppermint Patty's. Oh, and there is Licorice right behind the tree. Hi, Licorice. You're a good girl, aren't you? Yes. You can see her beautiful locks. So they are black. One of them is black. I'll have to look at her pedigree. It's black something. Black spotted, maybe? So they've got some beautiful colors. Of course, it gets a little bit sun bleached, just a touch. But once you wash it, it does have, I wouldn't say lanolin in it. It has grease, I think is what, more so what they call it. So it's not hard to wash. I will remember to link a video here too for showing you how I wash Mohair. I think I did one last year. Oh, are you a good girl? This is their thing that Scott made them this year. He went, I can't remember where he went, but he came back home and he's like, I've got a surprise for you. And so he took me on a drive. It was when I was still recovering from the hospital. He took me on a drive and I had no idea what that man was up to, but he pulled into this house and there were like 8 of these and it had a free sign out front. And so we grabbed one. It was not an easy task because I could not help him, but we did get it into the truck. And we no more than got ours into the truck, and another truck pulled up with the trailer and they took all the rest of them. So we just got there in time. So he built this. They like to lay under it. They like to go on top of it. So that's kind of our yard toy for them right now. I'd like to get a couple more things. The busier they are, the less trouble they get into. This is their barn. This is what we call the goat barn. It's not huge, but it's done great. And I do basically have what you would call a dry lot. I do have some grass left over there, but a majority of this is just a dry lot. So I feed them hay. So they've got plenty of room in here. Their hay manger. And then we have this area for food and hay. This is actually where Patty ripped her horn off. So this plywood went over the panel because leave it to her to get her horn stuck. So that's what I wanted to show you out here. And I do have some free range chickens out here with them. Kind of feel like it keeps the yard cleaner. They do a good job of that. So I am going to pause this and head inside and we're going to do a little talking in there. Okay guys, I am back and I'm going to have pesky critters bugging me more than the goats. This is our new kitten, Charlie girl. She was a rescue. She was out in our garage, and I found her, I don't know, back in July, I guess it was. And I didn't think she was going to make it. She was so scrawny and teeny tiny little, and she shouldn't have been. She was bigger. She should have been bigger. But here she is, spoiled as ever, and she loves Scott, which is kind of funny because Scott is not a cat person, but she just adores him. So she's the newest addition to our farm. So we've been outside. We saw all the goats 1 year later, and I want to talk a little bit about their fleece. As I'm getting ready to shear again for the third time in October, I wanted to run through, show you a little bit of what I have and what I've done with it. And I need to go grab. Okay, I needed to grab something that I forgot. So I have done 2 shearings, and last weekend I went to a mill here local to me. It's about 20 minutes away from me, and I went to do a Saturday open mill day where we sit and spin. And so I went and did that this last Saturday, and I brought some of my washed fiber just to see what these are. Ladies that have done this for many years. My friend Carrie from My Wool Mitten Farm, I think that's her tag on Instagram. I'll try to remember to link her. She has a ton of knowledge on mainly sheep, but it all kind of is the same stuff when you're talking about fleeces and things like that. And so I wanted to get her thoughts on what I had. I am not a professional shearer by any stretch of the imagination. We watch these farm shows where they're shearing sheep and they can do a sheep in 3 minutes. And I think it took me like 40 minutes to do the girls, each girl last year. So I like to take my time, but I tend to be a perfectionist on that because if I'm selling it, I want to make sure that you're getting good quality stuff. So I took my washed fiber with me just to show her, to see what she thought. Is it saleable? Is it worth putting out there on my website? Does it look like I did the right thing, a good job on it? And so I have, this is jelly beans, and I'll show you, this is washed jelly bean fiber. I'll show you some of her, and I might have to put the kitty cat in my bedroom because she is just a love bug. Here, sit right here. So I'll show you some of her washed stuff, and I'll show you what it looked like, just the raw fleece. So this is jelly bean washed, and you can see that luster sheen. There is some VM in this, which for me, I decided a long time ago when I bought fleece, I was okay with VM being in it. Not a ton. I didn't want to sit and pick out, and VM, for those of you who don't know, is vegetable matter. So it would be hay, pine cone needles, which my girls are underneath pine trees out there, so sometimes there might be pine cone needles. So there is some of that left in here, but it washed up beautiful, and I wish you could feel this because it is so this would be considered kid mohair. It is so soft, and kid mohair is the first 2 shearings, and so I've gotten the first 2 shearings off from Licorice, Jelly Bean, and Peppermint Patty. So all of their fiber here is kid mohair, and it is just so lovely and so soft. And I hope she doesn't push that over. So there is, oh dear, just a minute. Okay, I had to put her in my bedroom, otherwise she was gonna knock my camera down. So this is a lock. There. And so this one is washed. Now hers raw looks a little something like this. You can see the vegetable matter in this, and it is, like I said, it's greasy, but I did not have a difficult time cleaning it. I used Dawn dish soap and soaked it in that and washed it a couple of times. I'll try to remember to link the video here of that because I know I have a video of washing mohair. Carrie is going to send me another recipe that she's got that might work even better. But even with just Dawn, this stuff is just so soft and clean. Smells like, it doesn't smell like anything really. It kind of smells like Dawn, but it doesn't have the fiber smell, which my hands smell like because I've been sorting through this stuff. And I've been petting goats. So that is Kid Mohair. And then Hyacinth, which is my mom out there, the sweet one. I have some of her stuff. So this would be, I got her in July. And she was already a year old then. I can't remember when her birthday is. I think she was just over a year old. So this is not Kid Mohair. But, oh, and she's the one that won the grand champion at the Michigan State fiber event. But hers is, this is washed. I'm trying to find some good locks and stuff. So she's got some varying color in it. And so this is all cleaned. Hers is really clean. I don't know what I did different with hers than what I did with the babies, but there is not much VM in this at all. Oh, I know what I was talking about. When I first started this, I decided that a little bit of vegetable matter in the stuff I was buying from farms was okay with me because it just, it came from a farm. It was not, and even when you mill process stuff, I've had alpaca done at a mill. I've had pygora done at a mill. There's even then, when you have it professionally processed, there's even vegetable matter that sometimes gets left behind. But I'm okay with that. I just pick it out as I'm spinning. And I have no problems with that whatsoever. So that was always one thing that that I didn't mind. But for hyacinths, see that there, that's a lock. I think it's almost 4 inches long. I took this whole basket on Saturday, and basically all I did was sit and just pull it apart. This is not carded. It hasn't been, this has just been washed. So it's still, it's not, like I said, it's not carded. So it's all kind of just in bits and pieces here. And I sat there Saturday and I just kind of I guess you'd call it hand carding, without any tools. I just sat and combed through it with my fingers just like this. And I was spinning it just like this. So I separated it out and got it so where it was all kind of nice and pulled apart from its locks. I pulled the locks apart, and that's how I was spinning this, and it spun up beautifully. I'll try to remember to pop a picture in here of my bobbin that I've been working on. So that's all you really have to do. And I am going to do, my Friday video will be doing some drum carding and things with the mohair. I want to show you just a little bit more working with it and how to spin it and things like that. I've been doing a bit more research. I never know if people want it, if they were going to buy yarn from me, do they want it 2-ply? Do they want it single ply? Do they want it thin? So Carrie gave me a few ideas on that also. And so I'm going to work through that. But my Friday video will be, my Fiber Friday video will be about mohair and some of the things I'm working on this week with it. But this is just a dream to spin. And I have hers, this year's fiber. Last year's fiber I washed all up. This year's fiber I have from April when I sheared them. And as you can see, hers has not got, I don't know if it's the age, if the younger ones roll in the hay more, I don't know. But hers is really quite beautiful. And it just has, there's dirt in it, obviously, and it's got the grease to it. It's not a lanolin, it's more of a greasy feel. So I don't know if you can see all that crimp and stuff. So that is hers. So yeah, I have, and then I wanted to show you Peppermint Patty's. That's hers from this year. So this is still her first 2 shearing. So yes, she was born last year. So I don't think she got sheared last spring before I got her. I'll actually have to check my records. So I either have one Kid Mohair from Peppermint Patty, or both of them are Kid Mohair, the first 2 shearings. And hers is really beautiful too. I think you can see the sheen on that through the video, and the locks are just gorgeous. So that's all the fiber I have. And I say that to say this, I am getting ready this afternoon. I've been doing photos this morning. I'm getting ready to list my Mohair raw on my website. So it's going to be available there. I'm going to sell it by the pound. And because I have, like I said, I have another shearing coming up soon, and I need to, and I've done a lot of spinning with this, but I need to get rid of some of this. So it's going to be on my website. The link will be down below for the shop on my website. It's super easy to get to. And if you're interested in any, I know some of you have asked me in the past, and I have been cautious. Somebody asked me, I think twice now. So if you're watching, I do have some available now. They wanted the raw fleeces, and I've been hesitant just because I wanted to make sure that what I was selling you guys was something that you're going to enjoy and love, and it's going to be beautiful. And I've kind of gotten some confirmation from my friends on that, and so now I'm going to offer it to you. So it will be available. I'm going to work on that as soon as I get this video done, and it will be up on the website probably by tonight, if not tomorrow. So if you are interested in any of the raw fleeces from any of my goats, they will be all separate because they do all have different colors. The 2 younger girls are black, and then hyacinths and peppermint patties. So this is hyacinth, peppermint patty, and one of the younger girls. And then, of course, when you wash them, they look a lot different too. They're cleaner. So those will be available on my website tonight. I did want to show you this too. My friend Carrie, she has raised Corriedale sheep for years and years and years. And she has just recently switched over to Shetland sheep. They're a little bit smaller for her to handle. She's alone now. But we were talking about that too. I'm still going to do an interview with her. I will get that done here one of these days soon, hopefully. But we did some trading, some bartering the other day, and I got some of her Corriedale Shetland cross fiber. And I don't get, so like black on my goats is this. Black Corriedale Shetland is black. So I love this deep color that she has. And I don't know if you can see the crimp. Maybe there's so much crimp. I think you can see it near my thumb. There's so much crimp in this. It's just beautiful. So I'm going to do, this is all raw. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that color. I'm going to clean this up. I'm going to wash it myself. And just using the same method, she said to do a cold soak and then use detergent and clean it up. And I'm going to wash it, and I'm going to do some blending with this. So this will be part of our Friday video. So stay tuned. As always, if you guys have any questions or comments, I see there's a bunch on my channel this morning that I need to go in and chat back with you guys. So I am going to get to that this afternoon too. But if you have any questions, you can always put them down below in the comment box, or you can contact me. My email is on my website. You can contact me through there. And yeah, if you like this video, please click that like button. And if you don't already, would you subscribe? That would help me out a ton. And it just helps me to get these videos out to you guys. So I would appreciate that so much. I hope you guys have a fantastic afternoon.